And now your WZDX Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman.
Definitely a little more cloud cover this afternoon, but we still got to enjoy a fair amount of sunshine. We didn't see any rain this afternoon, but that's beginning to change. Now as we approach the earliest hours of the overnight, pinpoint Viper across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee is nice and quiet this evening, and I expect it's going to stay that way for maybe the next hour, but we are talking about a little more in the way of widespread precipitation across western Mississippi, Memphis down to South Haven, down to Hernando, Senatoba, all portions across different parts of western Mississippi. And all of this activity is gradually going to begin to build to the east over the next couple of hours through the overnight, and then even by the time we get to the Wednesday morning commute. A couple of the different models have begun to update, trying to paint a picture of a little more in the way of widespread precipitation by the time we get to the morning commute. And while I think it will be a little more scattered than what FUTURECAST is currently showing, I do think odds are better than not you'll probably need the umbrella and maybe allow yourself a couple of extra minutes on your morning commute in case you are dealing with a little bit of rain. People tend to drive a little slower when the roadways are wet. That rain is going to stick with us in some capacity as we head into the lunch hour, but pay attention to the fact that some folks across northeast Alabama, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties, even getting into portions of Morgan down into Coleman County, some folks are dry, and that's just the nature of what we're talking about as far as June is concerned. Some folks are going to be dealing with some rain, maybe a couple of embedded thunderstorms, but at the same time, others are going to be dry. This activity will remain scattered in some capacity through the duration of the afternoon. It does look like we begin to quiet down just a little bit through Wednesday evening, the overnight, and then early into Thursday morning. A couple of showers are going to be possible, but we'll reintroduce the idea as we head into Thursday afternoon, and that'll stick with us as we head into Thursday evening as well. Looks like Wednesday and Thursday are going to be our best opportunities for rain this week. The chance begins to slide off a little bit through Friday and Saturday before increasing once again through Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And that's just the nature of the weather pattern we're going to be in for, well, basically the next few months. June is characterized by scattered showers and warming temperatures. The average high today was 86 degrees. By June 30th, it'll be 90. But pay attention to our sunset. That's always a bit of good news. By the time we get to the end of the month, sunset will be after 8 o'clock. We also have the official start of summer. Summer officially begins. I know this is really weird and it's really technical, but 10:33 p.m. on June 20th. There are just 19 days until the official start of summer. Today is also the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season. The current forecast calls for 13 to 20 named storms. Of those, 6 to 10 would become hurricanes, and then of those, 3 to 5 of them are forecast to become major hurricanes. A major hurricane is one that is at least a Category 3, and we have already seen one named storm already this year. That is Anna, and yes, before you remind me of it, I am well aware that Elsa is also on the list. 66 is all the cooler we get as we head into the overnight. Temperatures do a somewhat decent job warming up tomorrow despite the opportunities for rain. I've got a high right around 78 degrees. Have a good look at the next 7 days. Temperatures do gradually climb through Thursday, Friday, and as we head into the weekend, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday are going to bring our best opportunities for rain. It does look like we'll dry out just a little bit through Friday and Saturday.